Where are you, Bunny?
Right here, Mummy.
Today we shall discuss, without much fuss,
A sensitive subject, perhaps not perfect.
You will no doubt find racism is the issue I have in mind.
I shall say this in a manner plain. I am a creature rather strange.
The three of us went to a pub for a bit of delicious grub.
We had barely ordered lunch, which we were about to munch.
Brown sauce was brought to our table. My mood became quite unstable.
For the brown sauce we haven't asked, but the man had brought it quite fast.
What does this mean? My mind screamed.
Is he trying something to say in his own unique way?
Is he, is he insinuating I am a clown simply because I happen to be brown?
I quietly ate the food and began to brood.
Over my complexion we have no control. But I've got flaws, I've just been told.
Reaching home, my domestic throne,
I mentioned the fact to my husband and son, who have for me of love a ton. My husband said I was being paranoid. Of logic I was devoid. My son said it was my imagination. England was a good nation.
Of the point, I'll soon get to the nub. Once I went to a club.
I said something to an English lady. Her refusal to answer seemed a bit shady.
So, I was not beautiful enough for a conversation. I began to agonize in frustration.
Later, I was told the lady was hard of hearing. I found my doubt finally clearing.
Sometimes when we are looking for something, we find it there. My feelings I have laid bare.
I was searching for racism and found it, even though I now admit
Racism was absent after all. These are two examples small.
of my suspicious, twisted mind you will clearly find.
Personally, I feel in England there is no racism, therefore, there is no reason for criticism.
Today, I shall address a racist hypothetical in a manner rather lyrical.
To every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In society, a negative mind will cause factions. Pardon my poetic greed. On this note, 3 poems we shall read.
It will not be rump to read the first one.
I wish to tell one and all, the poem is called Walls.
Although we belong to different nations, aren't we all God's creation?
You are different from me, as one tree is from another tree.
We belong to different races, we have developed at different paces.
Between our cultures, there's a world of difference, but should I really feign indifference?
Our complexions may be black or white. My skin is brown, yours may be light.
Your hair may be golden, mine may be black. My name may be Seema, yours may be Jack.
If we view each other with disdain, it causes hurt, it causes pain.
Between you and me, there is a wall. I hope and pray that it will fall.
In building the wall, I have done my share. To blame you alone would be unfair.
The prejudices may be on either side, so I call myself a Homo sapien with pride.
Whether you are from France or Greece, come one, we are the same species.
This is no joke or jest. The next poem is called East Met West. Do start with an art.
At my door, a gentle knock. Our backgrounds, a stumbling block.
As we sat on the settee together, we politely discussed the weather.
Painfully shy, I was restrained, my confidence completely feigned.
Frantically, we tried to break the ice, tried hard to be politically nice.
There were differences, small and large, but she was real, she was no mirage.
We struggled for things to say in our own very different ways.
Talked about our cultural differences, talked about our personal preferences.
I, I foraged for common grounds. A thought leapt without a sound.
Joy and sorrow are common to all, sharing them breaks all walls.
An oasis in a desert, she made an effort.
She extended a friendly hand on this my adopted land.
Like a rainbow, she entered my life without a class, sans any strife.
My coin was paisa, hers was penny. We transcended borders many. Leslie is an English Devon pearl. I'm a simple Indian girl.
Or a woman rather, says Bunny's father.
May love never turn to hate. May we always be good mates.
Will our friendship survive? Will East and West thrive? The next poem is called Doe. I'll have you know. I sat waiting for my husband in hospital. The weather was painfully dismal.
Grey was the sky, and I sighed.
The door swung open again and again and brought in the chilling wind of Britain.
An English lady at the reception understood the situation.
Took the trouble to notice, and I must say this.
She came out and made sure that the cold I would I would not endure.
The door she closed like a gracious host. Who was I to her, that her feelings I stirred? We were not related by blood. I was a lotus, she a rosebud.
Yet she cared enough to shield me against the cold and rough.
The country suddenly seemed very warm to me, for it is inhabited by
Many like she.
sea.
The weather didn't matter any more as I looked at the closed door.